Cheers.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
You think so?
I think
This episode is brought to you by rollingup.com, your trusted cannabis supplier and delivery service.
Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys and we ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy, back like we never left. How you living?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. Question of the day, and the reason why I'm asking this question is because somebody DM'd me, and he hit me up and he said, what's the best way to word or ask a woman out on a date? Like, I want to take her to dinner. Mm. And he gave me a reference to start out with, and I said, absolutely not. Mm. The reference was, what does it take to have dinner with you? Coy?
Why, he would ask that?
He said he wanted to ask it that way. Mm. Coy, we can't do that.
No.
Not in a million years, we can't. We're not going out like that, player. We're not doing that. We're not even insinuating that, because that leads off with bad. I don't even know what to say.
Putting her in control.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, if you're having a healthy conversation, she likes where it's going. In my opinion, and once again, it's just my opinion. That's why I said we are going to actually call a bunch of my homegirls and figure this one out. In my opinion, I would say, hey, what are you doing Friday at 8? And me knowing her favorite type of food. I know this great restaurant over here, right. This Italian restaurant over here. If you're free, I'd love to take you to dinner. Mm-hmm. Let me explain something to you. I gave her time and date. She can say one or two things. No, I'm actually good. Okay, cool, no problem. Or she could say, you know what, I'm busy on Friday, but what about next week on Wednesday? Yeah. Okay, so I gave her that. So she changed up dates. Cool. If she says, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I said, okay, cool, no problem. Maybe next time. That's it. But I will never ask that question to her again. Right. And she will have to bring up, well, so what's up? When are we going to dinner? Cool. Then I'll bring that up. But when I bring that up to her, it's like, the only free day I got. Because now I need to know if you're serious or not. We're not playing games. The only free day I have is this date. You could take it or leave.
Put that time out there. It's right there, concrete, boom. Yeah. Take it or leave it type
Take it or leave.
It also sounds like you know what you want and you're busy and that's all you got time for. But if you just leave it open-ended, it can die out. It can 100%. Fizzle out, Oh, yeah, we could have dinner sometime. Cool. And you leave thinking, yes, it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. No. You got to find an answer right there and then.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm not. So that was, I always say that's my way of doing things,
You always suggest a date and a time too?
100%. You want to know why? Because of the fact that it lets, like you said, it lets her know I'm serious. It lets her know I've thought about this. I planned it out. I've taken time. Like, if she says, no, I'm good. Yeah. Cool. You know what? That's out the way. I know where we stand and I know where we're at.
No wasting time.
No wasting time. But don't get mad if you see me out with another girl out at dinner.
And that I know a great place. Blah 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 blah. That works too. That's good.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But
no one wants to say like, oh, do you want to just go do something sometimes? Like,
no,
they don't want to hear it.
No, 100%. All right, let's get in the first call. Let's call Miss K. Bring that down.
Hello.
Hey, how we doing, Miss K?
I'm good. How are you?
We are doing amazing. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up to Miss K.
Miss K, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
Good.
All right. Question for you. And the reason why I'm asking this question is because one of my buddies that DM me does not know how to ask a woman out to dinner. As you would think, this is simple enough for every man to do. You got to realize that we are taking the chance to put ourselves out there and probably be 100% vulnerable because we don't know what you're going to say. So let me set up the preface for you. That way you can give me the best result possible and how this could work into his benefit. Okay. Let's just say I got your number. We randomly bumped into each other and I got your number. We've been texting back and forth for, let's say, 5 or 6 days in total. Texting back and forth.
And he still hasn't made plans?
Well, let's just say I'm just saying in general. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm trying to fill you out. I don't know if you think of me as a friend or you actually like me and interested or we just caught a good vibe. How do I ask you out to dinner?
Well, first off, a girl is not going to carry on a conversation for days on end with a guy she's not interested in. If she's like engaging in conversation and not giving short one-word answers, then she's interested. Then I feel how I appreciate it because I very much like straightforwardness to where first off, if I just randomly bump into somebody, if I don't feel like, oh, I can vibe with this person, I'm not giving them my number.
Got it.
So she would probably already be interested if she gave him her contact information.
Got it.
I feel like the best thing to do is to just ask her, hey, what is your schedule normally like during the week or weekend? What would work better for you if I wanted to set up a date?
Okay.
Going off of her answer,
whatever
she gives you, if she gives you certain dates, whatever, it's then I feel not her responsibility to be like setting up any of the plans.
Right.
I feel like he then needs to go, okay, look at his calendar, figure out what he wants to do, and then go back to her and be like, how does ABC sound this day, this time? If she says, great, perfect, I'll pick you up or we can meet there, whatever she's most comfortable with. And I feel like that's just how it is. And then definitely the day of the date, whether they're talking or not, I feel like a guy needs to confirm.
100%. 100%. I am always a firm believer in double confirming.
Absolutely, because
100%.
Whether we're still talking or not, if I don't get that confirmation, I'm left wondering. And if that's the case, I'm going to make other plans. I'm not going to sit around. So that's my advice.
Yep. Okay. Let me ask you this. We're on a date. Give me an instance of where I could tell, like, okay, she's really into me. She's really feeling me. Like, we're on a date. The conversation's going pretty well. But what are key signs to know, like, okay, she's actually really interested in me and this is going to be a great time?
Definitely. Body language is a huge giveaway, whether people do it consciously, subconsciously. If she's leaning into you, like, say you're out to dinner and she's, like, leaning into the table to hear you or engaging in the conversation. She's not closed off, so she doesn't have her arms crossed. She's not leaning back. If she's engaged in the conversation, that is a huge green flag. That means, I'm interested. If she's asking questions back, like to his questions to her, and then to keep the conversation going, I would say that's a huge sign. If she's just answering questions and not giving anything back, then no.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think too, because I guess, in this day and age, the date could be just for food. Unfortunately.
I feel like first dates should never be dinner. I feel like I should never be a full meal.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like you're committing to like 2.5 hours automatically. And what if you're not vibing? Then that's so awkward. I feel like it should always be a fun activity to kind of like be playful, be fun. Like, I love mini golfing or like top golf. I feel like that's such a fun date thing to do, or bowling, because you can be a little competitive. You can be playful. And it also gives you the opportunity to not just be sitting down.
Yes.
Facts.
And I feel like that will also be a huge telltale sign, or even just being like, hey, you want to grab coffee and go for a walk down by the beach, or something to where they can physically be next to each other. Because if you're into somebody, and females do it all the time, we're going to like touch your arm while we're talking to you. We're going to be playful. There's going to be some sort of contact. And if there's I'm not saying it has to be sexual. It's just, if you're interested in somebody, you're going to subconsciously
like
touch
pull
them.
on, pull on his arm, or this and a third.
Touch on the arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or say if it's like competitive, it's like, I mean, I don't know, but like teasing each other, it will just be fun. So I think dinner is such an overrated and overplayed date, especially for a first date. That and movies. If anybody ever would ask me to those, I'm always like, can we do something else?
Oh, okay. I like that. That's not a no though. That's not a no.
It's not a no. If I was not interested, I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm busy. Right. But if I am interested in the person, I'd be like, oh, well, what if we do something else?
Okay.
But I normally like to tell people, like, up front, especially because I am a mom, I'd be like, oh, hey, like, for the first couple of dates, like, I don't have that much time. Yeah. So, you know. But
I like that.
That's just my opinion.
I like that. And a lot of good answers, because of the fact that I just think for guys nowadays, like, she could just be here for the food. You know.
Top golf is fun.
Yeah,
that was not an option before back then, you know?
Yeah, no, not even a little bit. So, thank you.
I even went to, like, laser tag once on a date, and it was so much fun.
Oh, damn. Nice. You run around with too many people.
But I'm, like, super competitive, so that kind of thing is, like, fun for me.
No, I like that. I mean, and that was, I guess you could say, him knowing you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of worked out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Miss K, I appreciate you as always. I got a package coming to you next week. I cannot thank you enough for always rocking with me.
Of course.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Anytime.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Of course. Bye, guys.
I mean, she's not wrong. I mean,
wonder how many girls you ask that would say they would actually prefer something more fun than just a dinner.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Dinner is cool too. You can have dinner and still talk and stuff. But sometimes you don't want to put it out there that you want to go to somewhere like golf or because you think maybe they think it's lame or something.
And 9 times out of 10, they might be more competitive than you.
Right.
And that's, and I tell people that's like pretty much the best scenario, or what you would, I guess you would say, get.
And don't think because you go out to do something fun that you still can't get food. Most of those places still you can grab something.
100%.
Drinks probably still there too.
Absolutely.
So you're not limited to.
No, never that.
To a not dinner place.
All right, let's run it back. Let's get another one. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, what are we up to? Huh?
I said, what's going on?
Not much. What are you up to?
Well, living a dream.
I believe it. I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up to E.
In the dream. What's up, E?
Hi, Coy.
She says shit on fucking purpose. You know that, Coy.
That's how she talks.
Nah, she don't fucking talk like that.
From Coy.
Wait, what happened?
I said I'm excited to hear from Coy. That's genuine.
Oh, shit. It's bullshit. Anyways, back to the question at hand. All right, E, let me explain to you the situation so you can understand where we're coming from. I had a buddy hit me up through DMs. He said, look, I'm trying to ask out a girl. Don't know how to ask her out. And his response was, should I say, what would it take for a guy like me to take a girl like you out to dinner?
No.
Thank you.
No, why?
What?
Why is that?
Wait. You got to step into the mic. No offense. Like.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're good.
What's wrong with that answer?
I don't think that's the play, guys. Because I feel like you're automatically putting yourself at like a disadvantage. Like, I'm not saying don't be complimentary, but
maybe if he really feels like she's out of her league, I just don't feel like you should like lead with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's my thing.
Thank you. Never lead with that.
Right?
100%.
I just don't you want to like walk into something with like an even playing field? Like I'm lucky to be here with you. You're lucky to be here with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Deciding to go out on the date is a negotiation at the end of the day. And what's the rule of negotiating? You're never supposed to go to the table with the disadvantage.
Showing your weakness. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope. They're always going to lose the sale that way.
All right. Question for you then. How should he ask her?
What are some ways that you like?
I just think like straight up. I really enjoy talking to you. I think that you're X, Y, and Z, whether it's like a beautiful, strong woman, whatever he wants to tell her. And I would love to take you out to dinner. Mm. I mean, there's a way to be complimentary and, I don't want to say gas her up, but there's a way to be complimentary without putting yourself down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what would it take for a guy like me to take a, woman like you out? But to say, I really enjoy talking to you. I think you're whatever I think you are, and I would love to take you out to dinner. I think that's great.
Mm. Do you like when guys set a time and a date too? Like, hey, I know this great place on Friday night. I'm free after 8 o'clock or free after 7 or whatever.
Well, the reason I'm really like a kind of go with the flow person, but I kind of mess myself up in that sense when it comes to dating. I don't anymore, but I did before in being really lax, especially having guy friends. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't require someone to be chivalrous, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it's just part of being a gentleman. And you want to date me, then let's do a legit date where you plan something, you have a time, you pick me up, just to be a gentleman. You know what I mean?
No, 100%.
I think that that's important. Otherwise, what I think happens, and I'm totally guilty of it, I'm not saying guys don't put in effort, but I think you start something in already a comfortable place.
Yeah.
And so people get too comfortable too fast, and there's no courting period. There's no, like, you know what I mean?
No, I do. 100%. 100%.
I think it's important to keep that kind of like to date your person before you are fully in a relationship with them. And to that end, I think it's important that you always date your person.
Facts. I like that. Okay, I like that a lot.
So, like, if you don't start out dating, but, like, here's what I say in, like, defense of men, because I was like that. I was always, like, the really cool chick, go with the flow, and I would set the tone at the beginning. Like, you don't have to be, like, so formal or, like, we can just hang out at my house. And it's not that we can't. It's just that you should let your man date you. I mean, and vice versa. Like, I'm not opposed to... Probably not our first date, but I'm not opposed to planning a date. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. 100%.
I just think it's important to do that.
No, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's just like I was telling one of my homegirls, it's so hard to read sometimes it's hard to read the room. Like when he's out on the date, like what are some telltale signs to know that she's interested and she's just not here for food?
Well, the first part is, like, if you're not clear that I guess not everybody is super straightforward, but I feel like you should kind of be sure that she's interested before you go on the date, Yeah. But I just think, like, engaging conversation, my biggest thing is, like, if you want to spend time with me or you want to go on a date, I'm not talking 6 months down the road, but our first date, your phone should be away, like, you should be engaged with me on that date, having conversation, being present.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think someone's like full attention is important because
100%.
if you don't have it, they're either not confident or they're not interested. And I mean, I don't really know if you want necessarily either one of those.
No, that's fact. So it's 100%. Not even that. It's like, why? In general, like when you hear that, I would say like, I'm trying to put this the right way. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you're out on a date, things get wishy-washy, they get confusing, and
But how?
Because I would say, I've never had this happen to me, but I've seen it happen where one, the guy could be missing all the clues and cues of a girl liking him, and two, I can see a girl putting on these cues because she wants to do the surf and turf with the, with a bottle of Camus, like, shit she doesn't order.
I mean,
and she, go ahead.
No, I just feel like
you can't say that doesn't happen.
Well, when you're on the date, you're going to order whatever you're going to order.
Facts.
As it is, right?
Yep.
So why is someone going to be like giving you mixed signals to order? I don't know. I can't imagine stuff like that because I've never like operated that way.
100%.
So but I mean, you guys are guys. Like you've seen it and dealt with it, and I mean, I get it. I just think it's wild.
Yeah, well, it is.
But I also think like here's where there's this standard, and again, unpopular opinion, but
love it.
I think women don't like. There's like this thing that women have now where it's like, what are you gonna do for me? So it's like almost a first date, going on a date.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of women that aren't even like, I guess, kind of that initial interest, like showing interest, touching your leg, like being flirty, laughing. I feel like a lot of women on the first date, like, okay, I expect you to take me to dinner. Now what are you going to do for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't feel like there really is, again, unpopular opinion, but like a lot of effort put in, like on behalf of females. And then everybody wonders why like shit doesn't go well,
No, I agree with you. I like that. I'm here for that. I like that. 100%. All right. We're going to let you go as always. I appreciate you to the moon and back.
Have fun, gentlemen. I will talk to you soon.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Later.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I like her unpopular opinion, no offense. I mean, just brings different, splash and a dash of new ideas and whatnot. And save the best for last. Damn, I fucking feel like I haven't called her all week. Jesus. Huh? Crazy.
Hey,
what up?
nothing.
I'm here with Coy. Coy, say what's up, Nina.
Hey, DJ. What's going on?
Hey, Coy.
This is motherfuckers. 2 out of 3. Hey, Coy. Okay, Coy. Anyways, all right, Nina. Question, because I had somebody hit me through the DMs that said, I want to ask this girl out. How should I ask her out to dinner? Should I say, what would it take for you? What would it take for me to get to take you out to dinner?
No.
Explain why not.
I mean, honestly, because that's just, I love a good cheesy line, but that just isn't it. Yeah. I think that's
borderline
he should. Yes.
See,
it really is. I think he should have, like, while they're having a conversation, he's making her laugh hysterically. He can easily just be like, you know what? This is really going well, and I would like to take you to dinner. There you go.
And Nina,
it's really that simple.
Mind you, I've seen this guy's profile, and I've checked the stats on him. He's a high percentage shooter. Coy could even attest to it. Very high percent shooter from behind the arc too. Like he's no Steph Curry, but I mean, Kyle Korver, would you say?
Yeah, good enough to not have to ask that question.
Yeah, 100%. Like,
so he really must like the girl in which he's going to ask out, hence why he's so nervous.
Possible.
But
yeah.
But if he is what you say he is, he should just rip the Band-Aid off and ask.
Yeah.
She's not going to say no.
And
how many times?
Go ahead.
How many times have they like met up or had a conversation? Or
I would say
I don't know.
I would probably say they probably have had between 6 and 10 conversations.
They haven't met in person?
I would say they probably met in passing, got the number, and continued talking through there.
Oh, this is an easy one. I mean,
hey,
I feel like because they met in passing, got the number. I wouldn't do dinner the first date.
Okay.
I would do like let's do coffee or tea. I would do something in the afternoon.
Okay. Give her a chance to get
and
out.
Then,
give her a chance to leave if she wants.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or give him a chance to leave if he wants.
Facts.
It's both ways. He does not have to stay. I know a lot of men are very courteous and kind, and they say, but he doesn't have to. But I think it should. The first meetup definitely should be something light, for sure. Yeah, something light and fun. And if they're vibing and it's good, it'll be so easy for him to ask for like, hey, I would love to take you out to dinner. Yeah, that it makes sense now. It makes really good sense now why he's a little nervous, because it's like you can have great conversation over the phone.
Facts.
But you meet them and there might not be that chemistry.
Yeah, it might not click.
Yeah. So no dinner first date. I think it should be something fun, light. Yeah. Coffee. Everyone loves coffee or they love tea.
Facts.
Starbucks, Coffee Bean. I mean, there's so many different places that he can go. And then if he wanted to do something else, like just a little on that side, like say like a 3 p.m. ish, there are wine bars, whiskey bar you can go to.
Yep.
Yeah. But I wouldn't do dinner first.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. One last question. Out on a date, how can I tell she likes me versus she's just here for the food?
Oh, easy. There's laughing, there's staring, that physical touch. Like, oh my God. We always find a reason, if we like you, to touch you. We find a reason to get kind of closer to you. Be like, oh my God, you seem so far. and you'll scoot over. Oh yeah. Like he has to have fun and pay attention. And to me, it's just have fun. Do not worry about the semantics. Just have fun. Because when you have fun, it makes it easier.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, just have fun.
All right. Well, we appreciate you as always. Am I seeing you this weekend?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
All right. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right.
You guys have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Damn.
That touching thing, think about it. Obviously, all guys would like to touch girls, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But girls don't want to touch a guy unless they want to touch a guy. Mm-hmm. So, guys, if she's got her hands on you and being playful and stuff, you're kind of in.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to touch you. She doesn't want to touch you.
Yeah, she don't have to do none of the above. I like it. All right, let's get out of here. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening, whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora. You downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open. As always, hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Koi, my guy, we are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where that.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know what I'm saying? First date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean that's a whole nother
You think so?
I think
This episode is brought to you by rollingup.com, your trusted cannabis supplier and delivery service.